Welcome to your first orientation video for MAT 081 Online Fall 2017. My name is Amy Volpe and I'll be your instructor this semester, and in this first video we're going to go through the syllabus so you can get an idea of how this course works. We will also have a video on Math AS, which is the system we're in right now, and how you complete a unit or do your work in this course. So first, if you need to access the syllabus, you can click right here on the calendar and then click on this link and the syllabus will open. So I have it open already. Okay. It's a long document, so I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but it's here for your reference. You don't need to print it. You'll always have it available. So let's go through the main highlights. Okay. So on this first page, notice my contact information. Here's my email and my voicemail. I will get back to you very quickly if you email me. I take pride in that, usually within a few hours, definitely within 24 hours. So this is the best way to contact me. On the next few pages, we have the course description and competencies. This is what you'll learn in this course, so feel free to read through these. It's a few pages long. You're going to learn a lot of things. Now, required items. So what do you need for this course? The good news is that we're going to save you a lot of money. The first thing you need is media lesson packets. They are located in a student workbook, which you can buy at the bookstore. We make it here at SCC Math Department, so it's pretty cheap. It's a cost to print, which is $26. But you don't even need to spend that $26. There's only one component that you really need from this workbook called media lesson packets, and they are located in course materials and resources. Then you see media lesson packets by unit, and these are the 11 documents you need for this class. Okay, so one of these per unit. You'll want to print these. It's like a guided notebook. You're going to watch videos and write things down. So this is the only thing that's required, and all you have to do is print them. If you decide to buy the book, you can do that, and the media lesson packets are in there along with some supplemental material. Okay. You need a Math AS account, which is free. You already have one. You actually logged into it to get to this orientation video. So it's already set up for you, and you know how to access that. We'll be doing everything in Math AS, not in Canvas. So this is where you're going to go to do all of your work, and you might want to bookmark the website address. Okay. You need a calculator for this class. It's required, either a scientific or a graphing. If you have one already, that's good, and you don't need to buy a new one, but I highly, highly recommend this one, the TI-30XS Multiview Scientific Calculator. It's about $15, so it's not too expensive, but if you already have one, you don't have to buy a new one. But this does a lot of things in this class that are really going to be useful for you. I also have videos in a few sections that show you how to use it, and if you practice using it throughout the course, you can use it on exams, and then you'll already know how to use the calculator. So I really recommend this one. Be careful. There's one that's not a multi-view. There's one that's 30XA and 30AS. So just make sure you're getting this exact one. They have them everywhere. Office Max, Target. I was trying to say those two words at once. Walmart. Okay, so if you just Google it, you should be able to find it. Note, you may not use your cell phone or iPod or PDA, anything that connects to the internet on any exam. So it's going to need to be a handheld, non-web-based calculator. Since all of our work is online, you'll need a computer with internet access to do all of the online assignments. Just so you know, Math AS also works on smartphones if your internet ever goes out and you need to do an assignment. We also have labs and computers on campus if anything happens and you want to work on your work at campus. And you need an email address. You already have one as a student at Maricopa Community Colleges. I have used your Maricopa email address to set up your account. I'll talk later about how you can change this email address if you'd like. So basically, media lesson packets, buy the book or print them, okay, for free. The learning system is free. The calculator, if you have one, that works, or this one is about $15. Computers are expensive, but you should have one, and email is free. Campus resources related to this class. So at SCC, we want you to be successful, and we have lots of opportunities for you to get the help that you need. The number one resource is me. Whatever you need, please contact me. And if you want to go to the Math and Science Tutor Center, here's their location. I can give you more information about that. Or sometimes students just need to ask questions online. I can make videos for you on how to work things out, or I can write some examples. And you may find that what seems like the end of the world or you're not understanding is just a little mistake that I could work through with you. Okay, so it can be overwhelming with an online class when you don't meet in person, but really please email me or message me whenever you have questions. That's why I'm here. I also have lab hours on campus that are open in a computer lab on Mondays and Wednesdays from 4 to 4:50. So if you're available during that time, please stop by. You don't have to tell me you're coming. You just show up and I'll be there and I can answer questions. And there's computers if you want to work on Math AS. Okay. Here's our Math Tutoring Center and their hours. There's a class called Math 108, which is tutored math. It's basically supplemental math homework. You have a class with 15 other students, a teacher, and some tutors, and you get help with your math work. You can actually add this class up to 5 weeks in the semester. So if you're finding in a couple of weeks that you want something more structured or a class to go to get that in-person help, you can decide that later on and still add the class. And if you have any questions about this now or later, just send me a message and I'll tell you some of your best options. And if you have a documented disability, please contact Disability Resources. Here's their information, and they will let me know any accommodations that will be of help to you, and I am more than happy to provide them. Okay. Now here's an outline of how to complete a unit. So there are 11 units in this course, and it's going to be your basic mode of learning. Okay. Now this is really long, and we're going to have a whole video on how to complete a unit in Math AS, so I'm not going to go through this in great detail, but this is a good reference for you if you're ever thinking, what am I doing? Where do I start? You can refer back to this syllabus. I'll also have more information in Math AS. Okay, so we'll talk about this more in the next video. Okay. So you should expect to complete at least 1 unit per week in this class. And you can always work ahead. There are deadlines. We need deadlines in life to get things done. But you will have something called late passes available that I'll discuss in a minute. Okay. But to try to keep this course structured so you know when everything is due, we're going to have a schedule where the media lessons are due Friday nights, homework on Saturdays, test on Sundays. You can do all of these early. Okay. You can even finish the course early. I've had students finish it in half a semester in 8 weeks, okay? But these are the deadlines that they need to be done by. Okay. Here's some information on late passes. I've given you a total of 15 late passes that extend your due date by 2 days. This does not apply to exams, okay? So here are the directions, and I have another frequently asked questions section that describes this process as well that you'll see when we go through the Math AS video. And now your grade. Okay, so there are 11 units in this course. For each unit you will follow the same procedure as explained on the previous section. You must complete all of the units in this course to receive a letter grade. So something that's really great about online classes that doesn't really work in person is if you miss a week in an in-person class, maybe you're sick or who knows what happens, you can't really go back in time and restart that, okay? But every unit in this course is important, so you can't skip the unit on percents. If you fall a little bit behind, you're going to complete the unit on percents and then keep working forward. So you're going to start at Unit 1, you need to finish all the way to Unit 11, and you do not skip anything. Okay, so I found students do really well in my online classes, usually better than they do in in-person classes, and I attribute that mostly to this idea. You need to master this material to really learn it well. Okay, now here's something that you might not like, but I'm going to tell you why it actually is going to work out well. So there are 4 proctored exams for this course. So we used to just have a midterm and a final. So it's an online class. I know you don't want to come into campus. You won't necessarily have to come into campus. There's an option for you to take this online through a proctoring service. But these 4 exams are not cumulative. They're only 20 questions, so they're 15 multiple choice and 5 free response. And this way you can focus on just the exam material. So the 4 in-person exams, the first one is on units 1 to 3, then 4 to 6, 7 and 8, and then 9 through 11. So we used to have all of 1 through 6 as one test, and then all of 7, actually 1 through 11, the entire course as a final. What we're doing now is partitioning the material into smaller chunks. Okay, now I'm just going to show you this link real quick. Okay. These are your scheduling options for when you're ready for an exam. Okay, you complete all the work needed for the exam. Okay, I have scheduled on the last day the exam must be completed by. I will be at SCC in a room for an hour and a half. You can come in and take the exam then, absolutely free. Okay, those 2 hours that I told you I'm in the office lab hours, you can come in and take the exam then. Again, it's only 50 minutes. Okay, if those 2 options don't work for you, you can take the exam in the testing center and schedule it any time you want that they're open, so they have more available hours if you're a morning person. Okay, here's their website. I will have to set up the exam for you once you've completed all of your requirements. And then you can take the exam anywhere, even in Alaska, using a service called ProctorU. Unfortunately, this isn't free. There's a fee for their service. For a 1-hour exam, they charge $15, so yours is less than an hour. So it'd be $15. And they also have this charge if you need to schedule the exam within 72 hours, which is 3 days. They charge you a late fee, which seems weird because you're not really late. But so you need to schedule it a little bit early to pay the $15. So yes, this costs money, but if you need the convenience of this, this is an option. Okay. So also something important about these exams is that if for some reason you don't complete the course, okay, say you do terrible, I hate to say this, you do terrible on the last exam, you end up not passing the course. Okay, for any of these exams that you get 70% or higher, you are exempt, if you are in my class, from having to repeat them. So if you finish the first 2 exam materials, that's unit 1 through 6, okay, but you don't finish the rest of the course, you can sign up for the course with me next semester and pick up where you left off. Okay, so you wouldn't have to redo all that material from the beginning. Okay, so those are the benefits. If you have any concerns about this, please feel free to contact me. I know online you like to do things online, but I hope I made enough options for you to make this seem as painless as possible. Okay, here's how course grades are allotted. Some general attendance for an online class. I expect you to be working on the course continually. If I see that you haven't even logged in for a week, I'm going to touch base with you. Okay, you can be withdrawn from the course if you're not doing your work regularly, but before that happens, I'm going to send you a few emails, see how you're doing, see if I can help you, and what's going on. Okay. And here are some reasons you can be withdrawn from the course. One thing that's important, we have a policy at SCC that learning starts day 1. So you need to complete this orientation assignment and your first Math AES assignment by Saturday, 8/26. Okay, so that's showing that you're really interested in the course and you're not just signing up for financial aid or something. Okay, so these are the requirements. Before you withdraw from the class, please talk to me because I may be able to find a way to accommodate you or help you work through the course better. Okay, so that sums up. There's a lot more information here, but please read through this on your own, and if you have any questions on the syllabus, please just let me know. So in the next video, we're going to look at the Math AS system.